Welcome to Reflective Mind. This is not just a story about food. It is a story about speed, about ambition, about convenience, about capitalism, about human behavior. Today, we uncover the real history of fast food. How a simple hamburger stand became a global empire. How efficiency reshaped culture. And how speed quietly changed the way humanity lives. Let's reflect. Long before golden arches, before drive-thrus, before combo meals and paper cups, there was hunger. But eating was different. For most of human history, food was slow. It required preparation, time, fire, family. In ancient Rome, there were small street stalls that sold bread and wine. In China, street vendors sold noodles. In the Middle East, travelers bought flatbread and roasted meat from open markets. Fast food, in its simplest form, has always existed. But it was not industrial. It was not standardized. It was not global. It was local. And slow in scale. For centuries, meals were social rituals. People gathered. They waited. They cooked. Food was not just fuel. It was connection. But then the world began to move faster. And when the world moves faster, food must move faster too. Welcome to Reflective Mind. This is not just a story of. In the 1800s, factories rose across Europe and America. People left farms. They moved into cities. They worked long hours. Time became money. And suddenly, there was no time to cook. Workers needed cheap, quick meals. Something affordable. Something fast. Street food evolved. In America, hot dogs became popular. Pushcarts filled the streets of New York. Vendors sold pies, sandwiches, fried potatoes. Food became portable. That was the first shift. Portability. Then came the second shift. Standardization. Factories taught the world something powerful. If you repeat a process exactly the same way, you can produce faster. That idea would later revolutionize food. But no one realized it yet. The early 1900s changed everything again. Cars became popular. Highways expanded. America became mobile. And where there are cars, there is opportunity. In the 1920s and 1930s, drive-in restaurants appeared. You didn't have to leave your car. Waitresses, called car hops, brought food directly to drivers. It felt modern, exciting, efficient. But there was a problem. Service was still slow. Menus were large. Kitchens were complex. Profit margins were thin. Then two brothers in California asked a simple question. What if we removed everything unnecessary? That question would change the world. In 1948, Richard and Maurice McDonald redesigned their restaurant. They cut the menu down to only a few items. Hamburgers. Fries. Milkshakes. No plates. No cutlery. No waitresses. Just speed. They created what they called the speedy service system. Inspired by factory assembly lines, each worker had one specific job. One person grilled patties. One added condiments. One wrapped burgers. Everything was timed. Everything was measured. The result? Food in under 1 minute. Cheap. Consistent. Predictable. And predictable is powerful. But here is the deeper lesson. McDonald's did not invent the hamburger. They invented the system. And systems scale. That distinction changed history. The McDonald brothers removed complexity. They simplified the menu. Simplified the process. Simplified labor. In business, complexity slows growth. Simplicity multiplies it. This principle applies beyond food. The companies that dominate the world are often not the most creative. They are the most efficient. Reflect on this. Where in your life is complexity slowing you down? In 1954, a struggling milkshake machine salesman visited the McDonald brothers. His name was Ray Kroc. He saw something the brothers did not: scale. He believed this system could work everywhere. Not just in California, but across America, across the world. He franchised the model. And here, fast food became an empire. Because franchising changed the game. Instead of owning every restaurant, he sold the system. Other people invested. Other people worked. But the brand remained consistent. Uniform buildings. Uniform taste. Uniform experience. Fast food became predictable across cities. And predictability builds trust. Trust builds loyalty. Loyalty builds empires. The real power of fast food was not the burger. It was the blueprint. Ray Kroc understood something profound. If you control the system, you control the outcome. He even shifted McDonald's business model toward real estate. The company owned the land. Franchisees paid rent. McDonald's was not just a restaurant business. It was a real estate empire disguised as a burger company. That is strategic thinking. Look deeper than the product. Ask, what is the real business behind the visible one? By the 1960s and 1970s, fast food exploded. Suburbs grew. Families had 2 working parents. Television advertising expanded. And fast food entered the home. Through commercials. Bright colors. Happy children. Smiling mascots. Food was no longer just food. It became branding. McDonald's. KFC. Burger King. Wendy's. Each offered speed. Convenience. Affordability. But they were also selling something else. Freedom. No cooking. No dishes. No waiting. Fast food saved time. And in a modern economy, time is the most valuable currency. Fast food companies did not sell burgers. They sold family happiness, modern lifestyle, American optimism. The food was simple. The marketing was powerful. This is why branding matters. The strongest businesses do not compete on product alone. They compete on identity. By the 1970s, fast food was no longer just an American trend. It was becoming a symbol of modernity, of Western culture, of efficiency. When McDonald's opened in Tokyo in 1971, long lines formed immediately. People weren't just curious about the food. They were curious about the future. Fast food represented something larger than a hamburger. It represented speed, clean design, organization, consistency. Then came Europe, Latin America, the Middle East. But the most surprising success story came from China. And this is where the story becomes fascinating. When Western brands entered China in the 1980s and 1990s, many expected resistance. Different culture, different taste, different history. But KFC did something different. Instead of forcing American menus onto Chinese customers, they adapted. They introduced rice dishes, spicy flavors, local recipes. They respected culture while keeping the system intact. That balance made them powerful. Today, China is one of KFC's largest markets. Here is the deeper truth. Global success does not mean copying everywhere. It means standardizing the system, while localizing the experience. That strategy built billions. Fast food chains succeeded internationally because they understood flexibility. The brand stayed recognizable. The process stayed efficient. But the menu evolved. In life and business, rigidity breaks growth. But complete change destroys identity. The secret is balance. Reflect. Where do you need adaptation without losing who you are? Fast food companies did not sell burgers. They sold family happiness, modern lifestyle. Then came another transformation. The drive-through window. At first, it seemed small. Just a window, a microphone, a speaker. But psychologically, it changed behavior. You no longer had to leave your car. No parking. No walking. No waiting inside. Fast food became frictionless. And in economics, reducing friction increases demand. The easier something becomes, the more people use it. The drive-through wasn't just convenience. It was behavioral engineering. And sales exploded. The most successful businesses remove effort. Amazon reduced shopping friction. Netflix reduced entertainment friction. Fast food reduced meal friction. When you remove steps, you increase scale. Ask yourself, how can you remove friction from your own work or ideas? In the 1980s and 1990s, competition intensified. Chains needed to stand out. So they offered bigger portions, bigger drinks, bigger fries, bigger burgers. Would you like to supersize that? It sounded harmless, but it was strategic. For a small extra cost, customers felt they were getting more value. Psychologists call this anchoring. A larger option makes the regular one seem small. Portions increased. Calories increased. Profits increased. But so did something else. Health problems. By the early 2000s, fast food faced criticism. Obesity rates rose. Heart disease increased. Documentaries questioned the industry. People began asking, is fast food harming society? Companies responded carefully. They introduced salads, grilled options, nutritional labels. But the system remained the same. Speed, low cost, high volume. The truth is uncomfortable. Fast food did not force anyone to eat it. It simply mastered convenience. And convenience is addictive. Every innovation creates unintended effects. Cars created pollution. Social media created distraction. Fast food created health challenges. Success always has trade-offs. The question is not, is it good or bad? The question is, can we manage the consequences? Why is fast food so powerful? Because it combines three psychological triggers: salt, sugar, fat. This combination activates pleasure centers in the brain. It delivers instant reward. And humans are wired for instant reward. But there is another psychological element: predictability. When you enter a McDonald's in New York, or London, or Dubai, you know exactly what you'll get. In an uncertain world, predictability feels safe. That safety creates loyalty. Fast food became comfort. Not just food. By now, fast food was everywhere. Airports, highways, shopping malls, city centers. It became part of childhood. Teenage gatherings, family road trips. It shaped memory. And once something shapes memory, it becomes emotional. Fast food was no longer just business. It was culture. And culture is powerful. The most powerful brands integrate into daily routines. They become invisible, essential, normal. When your business becomes routine, you stop competing. You dominate. Then the world changed again. Smartphones arrived. Delivery apps emerged. Uber Eats, DoorDash, online ordering. Fast food no longer required even driving. It came to you. Dark kitchens, cloud kitchens, algorithm-based menus. Speed increased again. But something else increased too. Data. Fast food companies now track behavior, preferences, spending habits. The modern fast food empire is not just physical. It is digital and data-driven. During the global pandemic, restaurants closed. But fast food adapted quickly. Drive-thrus expanded. Delivery surged. Mobile apps grew. While many industries suffered, fast food survived. Why? Because the model was built for efficiency, built for scale, built for speed. Resilient systems survive crisis. Fast food was born from efficiency. Now it is evolving again. Walk into some modern restaurants today and you may not see cashiers. You see touch screens, self-order kiosks, mobile pickup shelves. In some locations, robots flip burgers. AI predicts demand. Algorithms manage inventory. Machines assemble meals. Human labor is slowly being reduced. Why? Because automation increases speed, reduces cost, improves consistency. The original vision of the McDonald brothers, a perfectly efficient system, is now becoming fully digital. But here's the deeper question. When food becomes fully automated, what happens to human connection? Technology always pushes systems toward optimization. Faster, cheaper, more scalable. But optimization sometimes removes warmth. In the pursuit of efficiency, we must ask, what are we losing? Because not everything valuable can be measured in seconds or dollars. Fast food saves time. But time saved is often spent elsewhere. Working more, scrolling more, producing more. Convenience did not slow life down. It accelerated it. The more convenient food became, the faster society moved. And fast food became a symbol of something larger. A culture that values speed over patience. Immediate reward over long preparation. This shift did not happen only in food. It happened in communication, entertainment, shopping, relationships. We now live in the instant age. Fast food was one of its earliest architects. Today, consumers are more aware. Organic options, plant-based burgers, low-calorie menus, sustainability movements. Fast food chains are adapting again. Some offer vegan meals. Some reduce plastic packaging. Some promote calorie transparency. Because survival requires adaptation. The companies that dominated the 1980s must now compete in a health-conscious world. And once again, the strongest will be those who evolve. The most dangerous moment for any successful company is comfort. If fast food brands had ignored health concerns, they would have collapsed. Instead, they adjusted. In business and life, you must evolve before crisis forces you. Growth requires self-awareness. After all these decades, after billions served, after global expansion, what is the real secret? It was never just the burger. It was not the fries. Not the milkshake. Not even the mascot. The real secret was understanding human behavior. Fast food mastered three things: speed, simplicity, scalability. Speed attracts. Simplicity converts. Scalability builds empires. These three principles apply far beyond food. They apply to startups, to personal productivity, to global corporations. Fast food is not a food story. It is a system story. Think about this. A small hamburger stand in California reshaped global culture. Not because it was gourmet, but because it was efficient. Because it understood human nature. Because it built a system that could grow without limits. This story teaches something powerful. Success is rarely about being the best. It is about being the most scalable. It is about removing friction. It is about understanding behavior. Whether you are building a business, creating content, or designing your life, ask yourself, where can I simplify? Where can I systemize? Where can I reduce friction? Where can I think bigger? Because empires are built by those who see beyond the product and focus on the process. Fast food represents two opposing truths. It represents innovation and excess, opportunity and consequence, efficiency and imbalance. It shows us how powerful systems can be, but also reminds us that every system shapes society. The question is not whether fast food was good or bad. The question is, what did it teach us? It taught us that speed sells, but wisdom requires reflection. And that is why we tell this story. From ancient street vendors, to assembly line kitchens, to global franchises, to AI-powered restaurants, fast food has traveled a remarkable journey. It changed cities, changed economies, changed habits, and quietly, it changed us. The next time you see a drive-through window, or unwrap a simple burger, remember, you are holding a piece of industrial history, a symbol of modern speed, a lesson in scalability, a reminder that small ideas, when systemized, can reshape the world. And that is the real history of fast food. If this story changed the way you see something as ordinary as a meal, then you understand what Reflective Mind is about. We don't just explore history. We explore the systems behind success, the psychology behind power, the hidden lessons behind everyday things. If you enjoy learning through powerful real-world stories, make sure to subscribe to Reflective Mind. Like this video if it gave you a new perspective. And tell me in the comments, what everyday thing should we uncover next? Until next time, think deeply, build wisely, stay reflective,